Hi everyone, I'm Sylas with TSW and welcome to a deck tech for Duxvox, the Doomsday Abomination. So naturally our warlord is going to be the named warlord Duxvox, the Doomsday Abomination. We're going to be playing his Veil, the Ravaged Realm Doomsday Capital, which is the Veil of Advancement, I believe. We'll be playing Duxvox's mobile Doomsday Fortress, and our Guardian is going to be Stinknar, the Mechanized Goblin. Additionally, for this deck, you'll need 5 Duxvox Doomsday Scorpions. So, what does this guy do? He's not played very much. Your warlord, Duxvox here, noticeably he is an 80 DCM warlord. He's the highest health you can have. His special ability is Doomsday Injection. It's a cooldown of 2 turns and costs Bloodborne 10. Destroys 2 Duxvox cards on your side of the field, and then gives Duxvox's physical attack +2. Now you might think this is very strong, however his physical attack to start is 1. His magical attack is Manufacture Doomsday, and all it does is manifest 2 scorpions to your side of the field. Now for his Veil. So what it does is it searches 1 Duxvox Unified and 1 Duxvox Fortified, and makes 2 scorpions. Nice and simple. Your synergy. Now, this isn't a great synergy, however, there are lots of cards in the deck that are locked to it, and you need to play it. It's a cooldown 4. You manifest up to 3 scorpions, and then you can set up to 3 bombs from your discard pile face down. And finally, Stinknar, the Mechanized Goblin. He's AP 50. At the start of the game after mulligans, you can target 1 synergy on the field and increase his cooldown by 2, locking your opponent out of their synergy on their Veil Pierce. His consume ability is Consume 10. You can only use it after you use your special ability, and you can place or remove up to 2 Doomsday counters on 1 face-up Duxvox card, and then you draw 2 cards. Alright, let's go over some warriors. First off, you have Kivantes and Zune, Duxvox Saboteurs. They're a 1 attack with Plunder and Sabotage, and Sabotage says each time an opposing player plays a Bloodborne cost of a Unified or Fortified card, that Bloodborne is actually 2 more now. We're playing 2 of him. We're going to be playing 1 Dulldox, Duxvox Enhanced Goblin. He's Allegiance to Duxvox. He has Rampage. He's the only warrior in this deck with Rampage. And his Perish lets you remove all counters off 1 Doomsday Bomb. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't play him very much, so I had to double check. Next we're playing Lamebug, the Gatherer of the Orcbane. While not a Duxvox card by name, he is in Spirit, and Retrieve is really good.
Notably now at 2.
Notably now at 2. Next is our Gojinvox, the Duxvox Diehard. This guy is a little silly. He has Plunder and Swipe, so he's actually just going up 2 because your opponent's discarding a card and you're drawing a card. Next we have the Orcbane Weapon, Zavik, another Duxvox warrior. He has Retaliate, and his Perish just blows up any face-up card on your opposing player's side of the field. Then we have Torvox, the Mad Duxvox Scientist. He is Swift, he's a fast lad, and Experiment, a unique keyword to this deck. He can pay Bloodborne 5 and place 1 Doomsday counter onto a face-up Duxvox card on your side of the field as cost. And then if you do, you target a Duxvox armament in your discard pile and equip it to a Duxvox warrior on your side of the field. While this isn't the best in the pleb variation that we're playing, this becomes very strong in Constructed. And finally, we have the Duxvox Gremlin, Grunkotox. He's just a little guy, and I love him so much. He has Sabotage, and his Perish is Bloodborne 4 and revive another warrior with Sabotage. Next up, let's go over some Unifieds. First off, we're playing 3 Duxvox Deprivation Chamber. This card has a static that says all Doomsday counters placed by card effects or keyword abilities are doubled, which is really, really strong. And once per turn, you can remove 6 counters, and all cards that have a Doomsday counter on them after that cannot be removed from the field by your opponents until the start of your next turn. Next up, let's do our bread and butter here, which is Duxvox Doomsday Preparation. Now, this is Guardian locked to Stinknar, so you have to be playing that Guardian. And it says draw X cards, where X is 4 minus the number of Veil counters on your Veil, and then discard 2 cards. So on turn 1, once your Veil has ticked down once, you'll draw 2, discard 2, and then turn 2, you'll draw 3, discard 2, and then turn 4 onward, or turn 3 onwards, you will draw 4, discard 2. So this is an incredibly powerful draw piece. Additionally, if it's in your discard pile, you can play Bloodborne 3 and target 2 Duxvox Orc cards in your discard pile, not named Duxvox Doomsday Preparation, and then your opponent chooses one and that card gets added to your hand. So it's another little retrieve piece. Next up, we have Duxvox Operation, Doomsday Downpour, the first of our Operation cards. It's Bloodborne 3, and you destroy a face-up Duxvox card on your side of the field. Then if you do, you search your deck for a Duxvox Orc card and add it to hand. If this card is in your discard pile, except the turn it was set there, you can pay Duxvox 3 and eradicate this card face-up and destroy one face-up Duxvox card on your side of the field. Then if you do, you can search your deck for an Ooze card and add it to hand. Next up in our unified lineup is Duxvox Operation Initiate Build-Out. This is Consume 10 and locked to our Duxvox's Mobile Doomsday Fortress synergy. It manifests up to 3 Scorpions as cost, and then places 1 Doomsday counter on all face-up Duxvox cards you control. Additionally, in bin, you can eradicate it and remove 6 Duxvox Doomsday counters to negate a fortified card activation, and then draw a card. Then we have Duxvox Operation Secure Doomsday, also locked to your synergy. This is an Act Unified, and once per turn you can pay Bloodborne 6 and destroy 2 Duxvox Doomsday Scorpions on your side of the field. Then if you do, place 1 Doomsday counter on all face-up Duxvox cards you control. If this face-up card is destroyed by a Duxvox Orc card, you can reduce your cooldown of your synergy by up to 2 turns. And then if you do, until the start of your next turn, all Duxvox Fortified cards have their Bloodborne costs reduced by 5. Next up is Duxvox Scrapyard. It's Bloodborne 4, and as an additional cost, you have to remove 4 Doomsday counters. Negate the conscription of a warrior, a keyword ability, or the activation of a fortified card, and destroy it. And then if this card is in your discard pile, except the turn it was sent there, you can destroy a face-up Duxvox card, and then draw a card. Then we have 2 Duxvox Doomsday Cannons. This is another active card. It has 2 once per turns. Both of them you have to remove 3 Doomsday counters for. The first one deals 2 damage to target player's warlord, and this isn't very helpful, and I seldom use it. The other one, however, it destroys 1 card, but if the card you destroyed was a Duxvox card, it destroys 2 other cards. Then we have Duxvox's Propulsion Punch. This says place 2 Doomsday counters on all face-up Duxvox cards on the field, and then if you place 10 or more counters, you deal X plus 2 damage, where X is your warlord's physical attack. Next up, we have Reservoirs of Revival Ooze, an Orc staple. In Act Unified, when it first enters the battlefield, you can send up to 3 Orc Warriors from your deck to your discard pile as cost, and then draw a card. And once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 3 and revive an Orc Warrior with less than 2 attack. 2 or less attack. Next up, we have Revolution, one of Duxvox's best cards. This says at the start of your turn, for the rest of the game after you've played it, place 1 Duxvox counter on each face-up Duxvox card you control, and then you heal for the amount of counters you placed. Next up, we have Storm of Smog and Ooze. This is locked to Stinknar, and it's Bloodborne 6, and you search your deck for 2 Ooze Orc cards and send them to the discard pile, and then if you do, you draw 2 cards. If this card is in your discard pile except the turn it was sent there, you can shuffle 4 Orc Ooze cards from your discard pile into your deck, and then if you do, you can increase the synergy on the field by 2. Next up is Duxvox's Doomsday Clock. You can only play this if your warlord is Duxvox, and it's an Act Unified with a once per turn and a static. Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 2 and place 1 Doomsday counter on all face-up Duxvox cards you control, and the static says place 1 Duxvox Doomsday counter on this card each time you manifest a Scorpion. Our last unified card is Mad Dash Doomsday. This is Bloodborne 15 and bestows plus X attack for to all Duxvox Orc Warriors on your field equipped with a Duxvox Doomsday Scorpion, where X is equal to the amount of Doomsday counters on your side of the field. If this card is in your discard pile at the end of turn, you can shuffle this card back into your deck and remove up to 5 Duxvox Doomsday counters from your side of the field. Next up, we have our minimal fortified lineup. First off is Duxvox Doom Drill. It's Consume 10 and negates increases a warlord's cooldown by 2 as cost, and then negates the activation of a unified card. Then we have Duxvox Operation Ooze Overflow. You target 1 Duxvox Orc Warrior in your discard pile and revive it, and place 2 Doomsday counters on it. However, if this card is destroyed by the effect of a Duxvox card, you can revive 2 Duxvox Ooze Warrior or Duxvox Orc Warriors and put 2 counters on each of them. Then we have Duxvox's Underground Workshop. which is an Act Fortified. Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 8, search your deck for one Duxvox card and add it to hand. If this face-up card is destroyed by the effect of a Duxvox card, you can pay Bloodborne 4 and target one Duxvox Orc Warrior in your discard pile and add it to your hand. Next up, we have Mechanized Mayhem, not a Duxvox card by name. However, it is Bloodborne 5 and Consume 5, and it manifests up to 2 Scorpions, and for the remainder of the turn, warriors equipped with a Duxvox Arm card cannot be targeted by opposing players' card effects. Then we have one Duxvox Deployable Bomb. Your first Armament Fortified, it equips to a Duxvox Warrior and places 10 counters on it. And a static, remove one Duxvox counter from the equipped warrior at the end of each player's turn. If the equipped warrior remains in play and reaches 0 Doomsday counters by any effect, destroy the equipped warrior, and if you do, deal 10 damage to target player's warlord. And finally, we have one Mist from the Fata Morgana. Alright, next up, we're going to draw an opening hand, and this is predetermined to be an amazing opening hand, and we're going to just take a quick run through it. We have a Storm of Smogoneers, a Duxvox Doomsday Clock, Reservoirs of Revivalooze, Revolution, Duxvox Deprivation Chamber, and Duxvox Doomsday Preparation. So, first off, let's just start with the easy thing out of the way. We're going to activate Revolution. This isn't going to help our game plan this turn, but it's going to help us in the future. Now, this card technically goes to discard pile. However, you should have some way of marking it on your Warlord. Some people just turn their Warlord sideways. Next up, let's start with the Reservoirs of Revivalooze. We're going to dump 3 warriors into our discard pile. It's going to be a Lambug, a Gojinvox, and a Kibante Zinzi. I'm going to give it a quick shuffle. And then we will draw one more card. Okay. Now we'll activate our Storm of Smogoneers, paying Bloodborne 6. We're going to send Ooze Overflow and a Revivalooze to our discard pile. And we'll draw 2 cards. You've drawn a different Ooze Overflow and a Zavik. So now we're just going to put our 2 Unified Act cards down. We're not going to activate them just yet. We will, however, activate Duxvox Doomsday Preparation. We're going to draw 2 cards, a Lambug and a Clock. And we will discard the Zavik and the Storm of Smogoneers. Next, we'll activate Reservoirs of Revivalooze, picking this up, and we will revive Gojinvox. Now we're going to plunder and draw another warrior. Okay. And our opponent will swipe. Next up, we'll conscript for turn a Kibante Zinzun and plunder into another warrior. Now we've kind of run out of stuff to do here, so we will activate our Duxvox Doomsday Clock, which is going to put Doomsday counters down on all face-up Duxvox cards. Places 1, but because we have Deprivation Chamber, it gets doubled to 2. And then we will activate Deprivation Chamber, removing 6 counters to protect these 2 cards. And then we will simply set our 1 fortified and pass the turn here. Not a great starting. However, next turn we'll be putting more counters down, drawing more cards, doing more setup. Alright, finally, let's talk about how to upgrade this deck from Pleb into a constructed version. First off, let's go over our suite of high-ranking warriors. We'll have 2 Duxvox Doomsday Engineer. This guy is great. Found in Masquerade of the Macabre, he has 3 keywords, first being Charisma, an evergreen keyword, and then 2 new ones. The first one being Efface, which says during an opponent's turn, you can remove 4 Doomsday counters from anywhere on the field. Or actually, this guy just says remove 4 counters from anywhere on the field. So you can remove holy counters as well, I guess. And then if you do, negate the keyword ability of a warrior and send it to the discard pile. Which sends also good against angels. And then he has Engineer, and once per turn you can put 2 Doomsday counters on a face of Duxvox card and manifest up to 2 scorpions. Next up, Voxdox, the the Demolition Doomsday. He's allegiance to Duxvox, but isn't a Duxvox warrior by name, and he is your main win condition in the deck. He has Swift and Sabotage, and his parage says remove all Doomsday counters from the field and deal that much damage to your opponent. Next, let's go over our suite of arms. First, we have Mechanized Doom Boots. It's Bloodborne 10 and equips to a Duxvox Orc warrior you control, and the equipped warrior cannot be removed from the field by opposing players' card effects, and any battle damage taken by the warrior is halved. And the in-discard effect is Bloodborne 10 for the same equipment, but it also places 2 Doomsday counters on all face-up Duxvox cards. Next, we got Razor Duxvox Doomclaws. This is a Bloodborne 2, and it targets 1 Duxvox Orc warrior on a field, and equips it, and bestow plus X attack, where X is the number of Doomsday counters on the Doomclaws. The equipped warrior can also make an additional attack each turn, and whenever the equipped warrior destroys a warrior by battle, place 2 Doomsday counters on Razor Duxvox Doomclaws. Finally, we have our Magnetic Duxvox Doomhelm, the strongest armament in our arsenal. You can only play this if Duxvox is your warlord, and it can only be equipped to a Duxvox Orc warrior. Once per turn, you can search your deck for 1 armament card and equip it to this warrior. And static, during the end phase of your turn, if this warrior has 2 mechanical Duxvox Doom Boots equipped to it, you can reduce the DCM of your warlord by 20 and draw 2 cards. Next up, we'll have another great Duxvox card, Doomsday Reactor Core. You can only play this if your synergy is Duxvox Mobile Doomsday Fortress. Static, all Orc cards in all of your zones are treated as Duxvox cards, which removes the need to have Duxvox cards anywhere. Static, if this face-up card has 60 Doomsday counters on it, sacrifice it. Then if you do, deal 30 damage to all warlords, which is really funny, and I don't think has ever happened. And once per turn, you can place 5 Doomsday counters on this card as cost, and then if you do, negate the activation of a Unified card or a keyword ability and send that card to the discard pile. Then we have Magic Void Hollow and Twilight Gardens, just some competitive staples. And last up, a great addition to the deck, if you can find them, is the Essence of Ancient Rancor from ELP. You choose 2 of the following modes, and it destroys 1 face-up card on the field, revive 1 Orc Warrior from your discard pile, or give +3 attacks to all Orc Warriors currently on the field. Now, this isn't a Duxvox card, unless you have Reactor up, in which case all of your destroyed by Duxvox effects do trigger off of this.
And don't forget to use code TSW10 at checkout on swashbuckler.com for 10% off your singles orders.